Hey everyone, I'm Kyle Storms here with Big Green Egg, and today we're going to show you how to use the Egg Genius. First off, you're going to want to download the Egg Genius app from your app store. And then next, you can plug in your Egg Genius to power. Once you plug it into power, you'll want to go to the settings on your phone and connect to your Egg Genius through Wi-Fi. So you'll go to your settings, select Wi-Fi, and then what will populate is FB- and then some numbers. That's your Egg Genius. You want to click that. Then once you've connected to that, that's your point-to-point mode. Then we want to set up the next mode by going to your Egg Genius app, selecting the controller, and then you'll connect to your home Wi-Fi. After that, you'll be able to operate your Egg Genius. You'll be able to increase temperature in your egg, monitor the internal temperature of your food, and use it how you like. Today, we already have it powered up, plugged in. I've got my pit probe going to the clipped onto the grate right here, and I've got my food probe right here. Today we've got a New York strip loin, and we're gonna do it like a reverse sear. Set up the temperature to about 375 internal temperature of the egg, and then once the internal temperature of the food gets to 125, we'll pull it off. Once you've got your Egg Genius powered up and connected to Wi-Fi, I'm gonna show you how to set your pit temp probe and your food probe. Come on in. Always remember to burp your egg, and once you do, you'll want to set up your pit temp probe first. And whenever you do, make sure it goes over the top of the leg of the convector. That'll help protect your cables. These cables can withstand up to about 450 to 500 degrees worth of temperature. Then you'll set your food on there. Then once you've got your food in there, you'll stick your food probe right in the center. All right, so for setting up your bottom draft door, definitely make sure that your Egg Genius is already plugged in. Once it's plugged into power, inside the box of your Egg Genius, you'll have two of these plates. This is for the mini max and the small. This will be for the mediums and higher. And what you'll do is you'll just slide it right in here through your damper. Set it like that. You can slide your draft door over top of this. And this little flange right here just goes in first. Boom. And there you're set up down at the bottom. So some additional information about your Egg Genius. These probes are rated up to 450 to 500 degrees. They're mainly made for medium and lower temperature cooks. Another thing is if you do want to monitor multiple different pieces of meat, right down here, you can actually buy two splitters. When you buy two splitters, that'll split your two probes, and you'll have three that can go to meat, and then one that'll go to your pit temperature right there. So you can monitor up to 3 different kinds of foods, and you'll be able to see in your app, it gives you that capability to do so as well. We have our Egg Genius right here connected to the home Wi-Fi. That means as long as we have cellular reception on our phone, iPad, iWatch, you can be at work, grocery store, wherever, and still control your Egg Genius. You know, you can change internal temperature targets or internal temperature of your food target. But if you don't have home Wi-Fi or not within range, typical range is about 40 feet from your home's Wi-Fi. So if you don't have that, you can control your Egg Genius just by your phone from point to point. And if you don't have power or an extension cord where you're at, you can actually buy the battery packs that we have from Big Green Egg, so you don't even need power to use your Egg Genius if you're in a remote location. And once you have your Egg Genius plugged into power, set up at the bottom draft door, and pit temp probe alligator clamp to your grate, and your food temp probe plugged into your food, then on your iPhone or iPad, you can go to your Egg Genius app. At the home page of the app, you can see that you've got your temperatures at a glance. You can select that controller. It'll show you your pit temperature currently and the set temperature. So we're going to want to set this to 350 so you can edit it. And once you have that, click set. The app will let you know that pit temperature and alarm is successfully updated. And let's see what we got our meat set to. Meat set to 145. Let's change that to 125. 125 is the internal temperature for rare on beef. And the app lets you know that it was successfully updated. If you look at the top, I've named this cook New York Strip Loin. The name of my Egg Genius, I've named it Egg equals MC squared. You can edit that whenever you like. And then if you look to the left, you'll see public or private. So if you click private, no one will be able to see your cook on the Egg Genius network, or if they're close by, no one will be able to see it. But if you select public, then they can see it. You could click share, and you could email this or send this in text message to whomever you like. And you can also see your pit temperature. Below that, 350 degrees is what we set the pit temp probe to. So if you look to the right of there, you'll see our fan output's about 75% right now. That means it's just working to get it up to 350. And below there, we have our meat temperature probe number 1. It's at 121 degrees right now. I've had the egg cooking for a little while right now, so that's why we're up so high. But if you buy the splitters, so you have to buy 2 splitters and then 2 meat probes additionally, then you'll be able to monitor meat probe number 2 and number 3. You can edit those and have those can have their own individual target temperatures that you're trying to reach. And you have a graph right here that shows you your pit temperature, what the set temperature actually is too. In a perfect world, those should be the exact same. And then your meat temperature, and then your fan output. So you can see actually how hard your Egg Genius worked. If you had your fan output at 0%, but you were at the target of what you wanted, then you've got your top damper and bottom damper adjustments perfect. Below there, you can see I've named this New York Strip Loin. You can name your cooks whatever you like, and then you can add notes at the bottom saying that, flip after 10 minutes or baste after 15, or you can even take notes of how well it did or how well it turned out, or something that you did this time that you didn't do before that you would like to do again. That way you can revisit it. And so that's that individual cook. If you click controllers, you can see that on my iPad, I only have this one Egg Genius that I've been hooked to. And then the history, I have the history of the cooks that I've done before. And yeah, you can delete those if you'd like. I've deleted some of them, and then we're back at the home screen.